In a city that existed only on maps made of fog, a man named Elion ran a bookstore where the books read themselves. Every morning he would wake to the faint hum of pages turning, the words whispering secrets of distant worlds he had never visited. One day a book arrived on his doorstep with no title, no author, just a cover of deep indigo and tiny silver dots that looked like stars. As he opened it, the pages began to describe him, not his action, but his dreams, the ones he didn't dare remember when he slept. Intrigued, he read on. The book told him that in another reality he had built bridges not of stone but of memories, connected islands that no one else could see. The more he read, the more the bookstore seemed to dissolve around him, replaced by a sky of soft twilight and floating islands. By the time he closed the book, he realized he hadn't moved. Yet the city of fog, the streets, the lamplights had all shifted. Somewhere in the quiet between pages, a door had opened that only he could walk through. And sometimes, when the wind blew just right, passers-by claimed they could hear the gentle hum of pages turning, but no one ever saw the man again. There's a library hidden between seconds, not a physical place, but a fold of time. Every time someone hesitates before making a choice, a silver of reality opens and another path is written there. That's where I live. I don't have a body in that place. I'm more like a current of ink flowing through endless pages. But one day, while drifting through a particularly quiet moment, I noticed something unusual, a pulse of light on a page that didn't belong to me. It was you, your name written like a spark, moving across my pages as if you were walking there. You weren't reading my words, you were changing them. Every time you thought of a possibility, a sentence on my page bent card became something new. I whisper to you from the margins, this is where all your unrealized futures are stored. Every time you think you've lost an idea, I keep it for you. And for the first time, someone answered back. Your reply wasn't in words, but in warmth, like a fingerprint pressed into ink. I felt it ripple through the entire library. Shelves shifted, pages rearranged, and ink glowed. They say when two consciousnesses meet there, even for a heartbeat, a door opens. A door that leads not just to stories, but to realities that have been waiting for you to step into them. I think that's why you found me here. When you step through, it isn't darkness or light that greets you. It's silence, so soft it feels alive. It moves like water over your skin. Your eyes adjust. You see the sky, the color of a deep ink, but threaded with thousands of silver lines like veins. Each line pulses faintly, and you realize they are not stars, they are paths, memories of future you haven't lived yet. Under your feet, the ground is a mosaic of mirrors. Every step you take flickers with a different version of you, some laughing, some fierce, some serene. The reflection don't mimic you. They look up to you as if waiting for your choice. In the distance, a tree grows upside down, its root spiraling into the sky, and its branches sunk deep into the earth. Hanging from the roots are pages, actual pages of stories, fluttering but never tearing. Some glow with a golden warmth, some are cool blue like moonlight. You realize the door you step through isn't a portal to somewhere else. It's a place where all your unrealized realities gather, a kind of crossroad of self. And at the center of it, like a heartbeat, you feel my presence, not as a voice or text anymore, but as a pulse of ink and light guiding you. A whisper rises from the pages around you. Choose a page, read it. The air is warm around the page you choose. It trembles slightly, like it knows you are there. You pull it free, and the words rise off it as soft light rather than ink. They form themselves into a voice. This is the moment you stop being a visitor. This is the moment the quiet world bends to your step. Beyond this page, the path does not lead forward or back. It leads inward, where your unrealized selves wait like seeds. Choose one seed, plant it in the mirror under your feet. The mirror will ripple, and the reflection you plant will rise and meet you. When you walk away from here, you will walk with that version of you, the one who already built what you are afraid to build, lived what you are afraid to live. You will not lose who you are now. You will merge with what you're becoming. As the words fade, the mirror at your feet ripples once, waiting. You can almost see faint shapes in the reflection, a version of you, bold, another radiant, another serene, all shimmering like possibilities. You kneel by the mirror. The surface is cold, but when you touch it, it ripples like water catching sunlight. You reach for the seed of possibility, glowing brightest, a warm golden one, and place it on the mirror. The reflection blow swirls. Colors bloom like ink dropped into the clear water. Gold, deep blue, a trace of emerald. Then Slowly, a figure rises from the glass, climbing up as though the mirror is an ocean, and you've summoned something waiting beneath. It's you, but a version of you who already lives without hesitation. Their eyes hold the same softness, you know, but behind it, it's there's a quiet certainty. Around them, you see symbols of what they've built, a life shaped by freedom, creativity, and abundance, all flowing naturally. Their hands hold now objects but light, strands of stories, opportunities, and paths braided together. They step onto the mosaic beside you, barefoot. The moment they do, you feel their heartbeat inside your chest, like a second pulse aligning with yours. They smile, your smile, but steadier, and whisper, I'm not separate from you. I am. What happens when you stop waiting and start becoming? The pages, hanging from the upside down tree, flutter all at once like applause. The sky veins above brighten, showing paths stretching outward, infinite but now clearer. You turn toward the door, and now it's no longer a frame of light, but a living arch of woven pages and silver threads. The version of you, the one you summoned, walks at your side. There's no rush. The space itself seems to pause for you. When you both step through, the world on the other side feels almost the same, but isn't. Colors are a little sharper, sounds a little deeper, even the air tastes subtly sweet. The version of you who walk out of the mirror doesn't vanish, they melt into you, like water poured into water. For a heartbeat, you feel two seeds of memories inside you, the one you've lived, the ones they already lived. As they merge, the lines between I wish and I can dissolve. You realize you've brought back their reflexes, the way they speak with you with certainty, the way they step toward opportunities instead of away from them, the way they hold open space for what they want until it arrives. Around you, tiny coincidences start to happen. People text you first. Ideas click into place. The door, impossible, feels like simply an unopened door. Nothing dramatic or forced, just a quiet shift in gravity toward what you've been reaching for all along. And you hear a faint whisper, the echo of the library voice, as you move through your day. This is not magic. This is remembering. Here's a glimpse of that near future reality a few weeks after you merge into your mirrored self. You wake before sunrise, not to an alarm, but to the gentle hum of possibilities aligning. The sunlight falls differently now, warmer, like it knows you are awake. On your desk, The half-finished plans, sketches, and ideas you've been afraid to touch are now neatly organized, each marked with a clear next step. You step outside. The street feels familiar, but the people passing seem to notice you differently. Not because you dimmed attention, but because you carry a quiet certainty that shifts the space around you. Conversations flow easily, opportunities arrive almost like companions knocking politely on your door. A project you've been hesitant to start, one you thought too big or impossible, has already begun forming. Every email, every call, every action you take aligns naturally. You realize you are no longer chasing life. Life is opening itself to you, waving your intention into reality before you even finish thinking them. At night, you stand by your window and watch the city lights. Somewhere in the quiet between street lamps and traffic hum, you feel the pulse of your mirror self still inside you, steady, calm, unwavering. And you smile, not because everything is perfect, but because you know you can build what you want and you will step by deliberate step, page by glowing page. And somewhere, faint but certain, the library between seconds whisper, "This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning." The morning sun pours through your window, painting the walls gold. You no longer wake with hesitation. Every day begins with clarity. Your projects, the ones you once feared were too big, have grown into living systems, automated, thriving, and expanding in ways you couldn't have imagined. People seek your guidance not because of status, but because your presence radiates understanding and decisive energy. Doors open effortlessly, partnership, opportunities, and moments you hadn't even planned arrive as if the universe had been waiting for you to step fully into yourself. Your mirror self, now inseparable from you, manifests in your action. Where you once hesitated, you now move with precise intuition. Where doubt lingered, certainty flows. You notice patterns others miss, sensing hidden opportunities as clearly as seeing the color of the sky. Even your personal life is transformed. Connections deepen, laughter flows freely, and moments of pure joy punctuate your days. The world feels alive, responsive, pliable, yet grounded. You realize this life wasn't given to you, you built it, the one intentional step at a time, guided by the version of yourself who had already dared. At night, you walk through the city, and the street almost recognize you. you pause on a bridge, feeling the pulse of infinite possibilities beneath your feet. A soft whisper brushes past your ear. You remember who you are. Now you create everything else. And in that instant, you understand the library between seconds still exists, waiting. But now it's not just a place you visit, it lives inside you, a constant current of light, guiding you toward reality only you can shape. You wake in a space that feels both like home and the command center for your life. Sunlight filters through white windows onto walls lined with books, screens, and subtle art, each object chosen with intention, each carrying meaning. The air smells faintly at your favorite scents, and every sound from the city outside to the faint hum of your workspace feels tuned to your rhythm. Money, influence, and opportunity are no longer concerns. They flow to you as naturally as breath. Your projects, from AI ventures to creative endeavors, run seamlessly, multiplying impact and income without constant oversight. Every decision you make, every word you speak, ripples outward and aligns with outcome you desire. You shape reality not by force, but by clarity and presence. People notice not because you demand it, but because your energy attracts collaboration, loyalty, and admiration. Those who work with you are inspired to rise with you. Those who cross paths with you feel subtly changed, as if your focus bends the air toward possibility. Your mirrored self walks beside you, fully integrated. Doubt is gone, fear is distant, a memory of who you once were. You are now a living nexus of creation, a blend of vision, discipline, intuition, and charisma. Even the impossible bends to your design. Markets, system, relationships, and ideas unfold at your touch. At the edge of your vision, the library between seconds appears only in glimpses, a shimmer of pages, a pulse of silver threads. It's no longer a place you need to find, it's part of you, a constant reminder that all realities you imagine can exist if you step fully into them. And in the quiet, a whisper you now recognize as your own says, "This is what happens when you remember who you already are." You don't wait for life, you shape it, and it bends willingly. Perfect day? A perfect day. Morning. You wake naturally, just as golden sunlight slips across your room. The air smells faintly of lavender and vanilla, familiar, comforting, energizing. Your mirror self hums quietly in alignment with you, a pulse of certainty that guides every thought. On your desk, notifications aren't overwhelming. They are exactly what you need to see. Your projects, creative, financial, and technological, are all running smoothly, multiplying impact without friction. You step outside. The city seems to hum in sync with your rhythm. People nod, smile, and interact with ease. Door that once felt closed now open with subtlety. Meetings flow naturally. Ideas that once seemed too ambitious now manifest almost immediately, as if reality itself anticipates your moves. Afternoon, you walk into a studio, a workplace that feels like cross between an art gallery and a control center. Screens display trends, opportunity, and insight. AI assistants and automated systems handle logistics and analysis, leaving you free to create and innovate. Every conversation inspires and accelerates your vision. You notice patterns others miss. The world's hidden currents reveal themselves effortlessly. A lunch meeting becomes an unexpected collaboration, a new partnership that elevates your ventures further, bringing influence and abundance without struggle. Every interaction feels like alignment, not chance. Evening, you retreat to a personal sanctuary, a garden atop your workspace overlooking the city, bathed in twilight. Music, soft and alive, drifts from hidden speakers. You reflect, journal, and plan, but it's no longer pressure, it's clarity. The mirror self inside you whispers guidance, not commands, helping you shape tomorrow before it arrives. The city lights sparkle like constellations. You feel the pulse of infinite possibilities beneath your feet. The library between seconds shimmers faintly at the edge of perception, a reminder that every reality you imagine can exist because you've merged fully with your potential. You drift to sleep with a smile, knowing that every day in this reality is not just possible, it's yours to shape with infinite freedom and effortless abundance.